All right. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Cannabizia's Hemp Happy Hour. This is an event that we do every single month. So it's the second Wednesday of every month. We're really glad to talk to our membership, get to know everybody. We are going live on Facebook. So to our Facebook audience, hello, hello, hello. We're going to introduce you to some of our members. We're going to introduce you to an advisory board member as well as other people who are our loyal audience. You too can participate and be a part of our Zoom and broadcast live on Facebook. All that you need to do is go on www.cannabiziac.com/events and sign up for our next Hemp Happy Hour, which is a free event. So with that said, welcome again. Let me tell you a little bit about Cannabiziac. So Cannabiziac is basically an incubator, an accelerator, an ecosystem of activity focused on cannabis. So it's all cannabis all the time. My name is Cheryl Murray Powell Esquire. Yep, I'm a lawyer and I'm a cannabis agricultural and dietary supplement attorney. So all day, every day, I'm talking cannabis with clients, looking at what's coming up next, planning for the future, reviewing laws. I was reviewing some Arizona laws today and reviewing some stuff in, where else was I today? In Mississippi. I work on the cannabis marijuana side, as well as the cannabis hemp side of things. So super, super excited to be talking to you all today. So at Cannabiziac, we are a membership-based organization. Mary Lou's going to talk to you a little bit later about how you can join, how you can become a member, and we have really great things in store for you. This is Black History Month. For Black History Month, we decided that we were going to recognize a few individuals as leading legends in cannabis. So we're putting finishing touches on the honoree videos and graphics. You'll see that very soon. So I don't want to spoil the surprise, but we have 3 honorees so far for the month of February. For Black History Month, we intend to do this every single year. And we hope you enjoyed that type of recognition. And we're also going to recognize other cultures. So every month is going to be something different. Next month is Women History Month, and we'll be celebrating that with our book of the month as well as our Cannabizia University. We'll talk more about this month's Cannabizia University, which I'm super excited about because we're going to have a social justice, criminal justice focus. With that said, I want to meet everybody who's on the Zoom with us. I want us to think about, hey, is that someone I can work with in the future? Um, can we partner on something? Oh, I have a referral for that person. Or I didn't even know that was an area of cannabis. So that's what we're trying to do here is to create a network of people. Again, today's focus is around the hemp side of the industry, but our other industry events are very diverse. So with that said, I'm going to kick it off, and let Mary Lou introduce herself. She is really the queen of Hemp Happy Hour because she is our resident bartender. So Mary Lou, do you want to give a shout out and talk to the people?
Hello, everyone. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. My name is Mary Lou Northern, and I am the Director of Special Campaigns and Events for Cannabizia. I'm also a founding member of Cannabizia. I'm really excited to be here. I'm also the mixologist for Cannabizia. So I got some great things in store for you today. So I can't wait. I'm excited. Good to see everyone.
Thank you, Mary Lou, founding board member. And I called you a bartender. You're a mixologist. My bad. That's a whole different thing. So we're looking forward to the drink of the night for today. The next person I'd like to introduce is Deborah Johnson, who's on our advisory board. She's on our advisory board, and we want to say congratulations to Deborah as well. We also recognized her in our newsletter. I don't know if you get our Cannabiziac newsletter, but please sign up today. But she has been nominated and she's accepted a position with NCIA on their banking committee, access to banking committee. So I'll let her speak a little bit more about that and all the other things she does. You definitely need a cannabis accounting firm if you're trying to get into the business. So Deborah, go ahead.
Cheryl, you are always so awesome. I love this. And I love this hemp happy hour and the people I get to meet. I've already reached out to a bunch of you. You all look so fascinating. My name's Deborah Johnson. I do serve on the advisory board here at Cannabizia. I'm a big believer in the mission and what we're looking to accomplish with this group. Currently, I work as Director of Business Development with MCA Accounting, which is my cannabis accountant. And we are a boutique accounting firm really targeting the cannabis, hemp, and ancillary targeting the cannabis industry companies. So anything from payroll and bookkeeping through audits. And we have a great guy, Alfred, out of KPMG, who can help us with the audits and, of course, taxes. So, and fractional CFO work as well. So, you know, if you're trying to figure out your strategy and where you're headed and everything, we're certainly able to talk with you about that as well. That's not necessarily my background. So part of why I'm also here at Cannabizia is that I've had a background in early stage investing in startups. And so I've done a lot of work with different angel groups and such, and specifically the ArcView group here in the cannabis industry. Spent several years there really working at connecting investors with companies. And my particular advocacy corner is women and getting us as funders, founders, C-suite, and board members. And I'm trying to get more comfortable with public speaking. So I look to Cheryl for mentorship. But I raised my hand at NCIA and got on the banking and finance committee and, you know, looking to be a representative there to dialogue. And so as a woman, I'm being asked to be on more public speaking things, and the Virgo cautious introvert in me has to get more comfortable with that. So it's a pleasure to meet all of you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you more.
Well, I'm so excited for you. They are very, as I said on Facebook, they're so lucky to have you, and so are we. Super talented, and I love how the industry is forcing you outside of your comfort zone a little bit. Public speaking is great. It comes naturally to some, and some people bloom into it, and they realize, hey, why am I even doing this all along? It's a great way to get the messaging out. It's a great way to evangelize. I know you've already been involved with, you know, curriculum and facilitation at university. So you have spoken to a number of people and changed minds and hearts with regards to the industry. So thank you for all that you do. As far as I know we quickly mentioned NCIA. Can you tell us about NCIA, what's the acronym for, and what's their history in the cannabis industry, so people can really understand what an honor this is?
Absolutely. Well, for those of you who don't know, it's National Cannabis Industry Association. So it's a trade organization that's advocating for the cannabis industry. And so they are trying to make policy changes. That's the big advocacy, as well as really helping structure this industry. So, you know, the SOPs, the regulations, all of that, trying to help gather people to create kind of a cohesive policy around that. So there are a number of subcommittees that, you know, sort of help provide some advice or advocacy, banking and finance being one of them. And of course, those of you involved in this industry are very aware of the challenges we face in between not being able to bank the money to 280E and IRS tax issues. And then there are other ones that have to do with just packaging and labeling. There's, you know, the medical aspect of it. So there's multiple committees trying to address that. And I just saw today, they usually have an annual coordinated march on Washington sort of thing. And you go and you talk to your legislators, and it's a very active 3-day process. And they just they announced they had to delay it. So I'm thinking it'll probably be in September. But as I mentioned, my birth into the cannabis industry was with Troy Dayton, and he served as chairman of the board of the trade association, and Khurshid Khoja currently serves. And so, you know, it's just an amazing group of people, and it's a great insight into learning. They have great webinars. I attended an industry webinar on theirs today, so a lot of learning, a lot of exposure, and really, again, this industry requires us to advocate. If you are participating in this industry, whether it's hemp or cannabis, you know, we need to be advocating in whatever platform it is. But you know, we need that advocacy. We're not out of the woods. It's not in the clear. Nothing's just a given right now.
Yeah.
So, and especially as women and people of color, you know, it's really essential that we make that voice heard right now, because this is the inflection point. This is the time where we have the opportunity to craft this message and opportunity for everybody. So
love it, love it. Sorry, I made you continue. I gave you extra experience in the public speaking, but it was a really good, important message that we needed to hear, because NCIA has done great work. Again, you know, trade organizations, that advocacy work, that lobbying work is so critical. Cannabizia, we support those organizations. We are, you know, a membership-based organization really focused on helping startups, helping entrepreneurs, but we work with those other advocacy organizations, and we're so proud of you, Deborah. I'm going to move on now to our member who's on the line. Or actually, sorry, I was going to hit Beth up, but I'm going to move over to James Bearden, who's our general counsel for Cannabizia. He's the one who keeps our paperwork in order, make sure that we understand our obligations when we're getting involved with partners, that we understand what we can expect from them, and that the money's right. So I want you to get to know our general counsel, James. You're muted.
I was away for a second, so I don't really know what you said, but hi, everyone.
I said only good things about you, and I told them they have to meet you.
Okay, well, hello, everyone. Good meeting you. Welcome to Cannabizia.
And James, as I mentioned, is our general counsel. James, do you mind talking a little bit about some of the legal things that people need to be concerned about in any business, but also in the cannabis space as well?
Well, that's a long list and a whole variety of topics. Well, one of the main things, and I think this is the thing that affects everyone, is that the existing laws and regulations and the changes that are going to be made, and when the changes are going to be made, they're coming soon. But again, and I'm reading articles and that it's going to be difficult because of COVID-19, and that certain legislations in certain states, certain laws in certain states, they're going forward, and some are moving back, and it's the same old, but it's coming. It's coming. It's an avalanche. My major concern is the banking aspect. Once the banking aspect gets set, then everything would be a lot easier with respect to financing and the operation of this business. But other than that, it's just basic business. You know, you have to have a structure, you have to have an organization, you have to have capital. Okay, so it's the basic stuff there. So I'll leave it at that. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. I can't be on too long here. I got another meeting I got to get to, but I thought I'd pop in for a minute.
We appreciate you joining, and I love it. You started with the foundation. Like, you got to have the formation right before you do anything else. You got to understand how you're going to approach the banking, and it's very complicated in this industry. So James is one of the resources that are available to our members as well. He consults as well as he's a licensed Florida attorney as well. So thank you for joining us, James. We're going to move on to our members. Members first. I'm going to hit up Beth. Beth and Easter, I believe you joined recently, correct?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, excellent. I know you joined as a member, I believe, and Sauda, I believe you're a member as well. I should verify these things, but I think those are our 3 members who are on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Beth, we'll start with you.
Hey there, and kind of a great transition. You know, what you expressed Cannabizia is about is exactly what I've been utilizing. Easter and I are going to be doing some stuff as my startup gets going, and it was wonderful because it's about a mutual support. You know, of course, you know, some legal and how do we help you and work together. Deborah's been a sounding board, and you know, those questions that come up that you know, and in a normal world, it's like, oh, well, throw a couple $100 so I can answer this question. And Deborah's like, well, here's, you know, what I know, and here's what I advise, you know, and we're going to be working with MCA, and this community is helping me incubate and grow our startup that'll be kicking off in March. And we'll go right along with Cannabizia, which is to help people get started in the industry. And it's not about, can I afford help to get started? Yes, you can. We're going to work with you. And we've got a network, and we've got places like Cannabizia to recommend. And it's just been really fabulous to get to meet with people and have conversations that don't start with what's your profit model, but what's your purpose? What's your structure? How are you doing this? And I just want to thank everybody here, because yeah, we'll be kicking off. Hoi Polloi Advisors will be kicking off in March, and it's to help regular folks that have an acre or two or have an idea. So Hemp Huntress, obviously, my part is to focus on hemp and business structure. I really like working and creating unique collaborative business structures for modern business. And then we've got some great talented people for CRM and social media and website and all kinds of stuff. And man, my structure though, my foundation is coming from Cannabizia with Easter and Deborah. And you know, as we grow, I might be reaching out to James, and it's just great knowing that we've got good resources to help us grow and help other people. So, well, and of course, tonight is great because I know I'm getting me a good drink recipe. Yes. So I love it.
Well, we're so proud of you because you've really taken advantage, of the resources that we have available through Cannabizia, the network. We encourage peer-to-peer coaching. We encourage us making other people, enriching other people's households by paying them for their work, paying them for their knowledge. And it's not just the founding board, it's other members who are on here who have services available, products available. So that's the environment that we're trying to create. So you perfectly demonstrate that. Thank you so much, Beth. Since you mentioned her, I'm going to go down to Easter. On my screen, she's down, but she may not be down on your screen. But Easter, please introduce yourself to our audience on Facebook, as well as our audience here on Zoom.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Sorry I don't have my camera on. I'm busy moving, trying to get some stuff together for another meeting that I'm going to have to run and jump on shortly. But yes, I am a member of Cannabizia, and I have been enjoying it, networking with people. And as Beth stated, we are going to be working together. So I'm so excited about that. I think Beth is a rock star, and I'm looking forward to it. I am also an attorney here in Florida, and I'm new to the whole cannabis industry.
Well, Easter, I remember when we met and you decided you were going to come out, and you joined shortly after. So glad to have you. Glad you've been able to help Beth, Hemp Huntress, with her startup. That's what we're all about. So fantastic news. Sauda, I'm going to move on to you, and then we're going to meet some new people and some of our loyal people who come on every single time. So Sauda, if you go ahead. One of my fellow farmers in Florida.
Hi, how's everybody? Yeah, I'm a prospective hemp cannabis farmer. We have a farm in North Florida. So I'm trying to learn everything I can so that we can have a farm enterprise that is that's successful. And I appreciate Cannabizia, all the knowledge and information, and I'm glad I'm a member. Thanks.
We're glad that you join every single time. You are a supporter. You're one of our, what we call a day one. So from the very beginning, you've been coming on every single one of our activities, and we appreciate you. And we pray for your business. We want you to grow, and we will continue to have resources. We are even board members. We are continuously working on our education so that we can bring it back here. Today and for the rest of the week, I was on a training with North Carolina State just about farming and running a farm business so that we can learn that information from the university and their extension program, bring it right back here and pump it through our accelerator program. So thank you to North Carolina State for what you do for farmers. I'm going to move on now to Joan. Joan is one of our loyal attendees from Hemp Staff. We love Hemp Staff. I think we first met on one of, maybe it was one of NOCO Hemp's events, the summer solstice. And she was in the I was running the networking lounge and she was in there and so efficient, like popping in and saying, hey, if you need help, if you need a job, if you need to find people, Hemp Staff's here to help you. And I just loved her energy, her fire, and her passion. And she's been really consistent with that. Joan, go ahead and do your introduction. And I think after Joan, we'll go on to Amy, who I really want to hear more about what she's doing.
So aloha, everybody. I'm actually joining you from Hawaii. Here in the beautiful sunny Hawaii, in the 80s here, so no complaints. I've been here 3 weeks. I'm heading back to LA tomorrow, but I'll be back on the 25th. So love Hawaii.
Very generous, by the way. Very generous. I'm in Hawaii for 3 weeks. I'm going back to LA. Like, hello.
And then I'm coming back into. So yes, yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a boyfriend that works on Magnum PI, so I come here 9 times a year, so it's wonderful. But yeah, so Hemp Staff is a training and recruitment company. We are both nationwide and international. I have this accent because I'm born and raised in London. I am British, and I happen to have clients in London, Hungary, and clients in Jamaica, where I have family too, and Canada, and all over the United States. So you know someone that's looking for a great new opportunity, have them go to cannabisemployment.com. We have some great opportunities. I have opportunities paying up to $250,000 right now on there. So go ahead and have people look. I've had some really well-paying jobs, and I'm happy to report that.
Oh, we lost audio, Joan. Is it just me or did we all lose audio? Yeah,
I don't hear.
I don't hear you. We can't hear you.
That we are diversifying the field as much as we can. We also do certification training. So if you know anybody that's looking to get certified and gain knowledge to transition into cannabis, doesn't matter if you don't have experience, we can get you certified and then sell you that way, then have them check out hempstaff.com for training. So happy to be here. Cheryl's always been a gracious host, and she's the organization Cannabizia is amazing. So please participate. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, we're so happy for your success, and it's just from your drive with Hemp Staff. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for everything you do. Much success to you. And then now we're going to transition over to Amy Chin. I see Calm Better Days, which who on this call needs Calm Better Days? Like I need Calm Better Days today, like ASAP. Like this, like tomorrow needs to be a Calm Better Day. So Amy, please share with us what you're doing.
Hi, and I gotta thank Beth for the invite. So thank you. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know about this. So this is great. I started my company Calm Better Days because I want to help people find their Calm Better Days, and that's through education on CBD. And I do that because I myself have anxiety and postpartum depression, and CBD really helped me find my Calm Better Days when I was down in a low point in my life. And so, you know, I feel that there are two issues for consumers these days, and that is the, you know, market is saturated with CBD products. So finding a safe and quality product is difficult. And two, not everyone understands how to use plant medicine properly. So I walk people through what is CBD, how it works in your body, the different delivery methods you can use, and how to find your dosage. And I offer free consultations to people, and usually it's to people really new to CBD. And after the consultation, I, you know, curate a tailored regimen based on the individual symptoms as well as lifestyle. But I'm here to just to connect more with like-minded folks, and also because I want to do more in cannabis. I just don't know what yet. So I'm here to learn and, connect with more people. And
Well,
also, sorry, I just want to add one more thing.
yeah.
The products that I carry, they are not my own. They are products that I have heavily researched, and I try to find products that are directly from the small farms because I
Okay.
want to support the growers, the cultivators, as well as women and BIPOC owned brands because, to me, those are important missions.
I love that. And I love that you're so mission driven and that you're trying to make sure that, the little guys get some love because, it doesn't necessarily follow that the bigger the company, the better quality of good. It's the same with food. Sometimes you go to a new country and then you find the little street meat or street food and you're like, this is amazing, and the hotel food is not as good. So I love that approach to it, and I love the fact that you're researching when it comes to cannabinoid medicine, cannabinoid nutrition. It all boils down to doing your research. There are a lot of great companies out there. There's some that are better than the others, and really look for research. And it's great to have someone to walk you through those decisions, like Amy with Calm Better Days. So thank you for that advocacy and being a patient advocate with your approach to your business. That's fantastic. And Beth, thank you for introducing Amy to Cannabizia. You also introduced Austin to Cannabizia, so I'm going to let Austin speak. This is the Beth crew right here. So you got Austin, Amy, and Beth. Two of the first letters of the alphabet really represented in Beth's crew. So Austin, please tell us more about yourself.
Thank you, Shara. It's nice to see you again, and others here, Easter and Benjamin, and I know others already because of Beth. We've been talking. Deborah's another one. I'm not sure if I'm missing anyone here. Benjamin and others. I'm really glad to see you all. I'm Beth's partner. We have a history. Beth and I have been it's really wonderful. You can have you can actually meet your future partner one day at a cannabis and hemp event, which happened for Beth and I in 2015. We immediately synced, and we've had delved in some other businesses, and we're working on something right now. You can see up there, and we're just real excited. Today was a beautiful day. We got to see our first version of our website, was just it was just fantastic. So we're really excited to be in this, in cannabis and hemp. We've been in it a while, and I'm just really excited to work with you guys. And this is Beth, I'm glad brought me here, and of course I want to be here. And so thank you, and just nice to meet all of you.
Well, listen, I'm so excited that you got your first version of your website and you felt like that. Like I could feel that emotion. Like when you were like, I just saw the first version of my website.
I teared up today. Okay, I'm just saying it was so beautiful.
That's great. Did you guys do it yourself? You hired someone to do it, like a small developer?
Well, just like all of this beautiful, partnering and all these, everybody partnering together. We have a partner in Colorado who's spectacular, who just is nailing it. Just really understands the energy we're trying to, put out there. So.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Feel free to shout out that person, that web designer, because if they can make you feel that good about your brand, I'm really excited that they were able to do that for you.
Will do. Thanks.
Yeah. So do you know what's their name? What's the person's name?
Her name is Heather Nansteel. It's called Creative Vigor. I'll put it here. I'll put a little link right here in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Put in the chat so we can.
She's also an owner of the company now. We're excited about that. Beth and I have been a long time in the corporate world and all these things, and I've been 25 years in software and tech, and so I come by cannabis and hemp and all this industry kind of honest. I was an activist in Oakland and Oaksterdam, California. And so I never knew I had a job in it, but I came to Portland, Oregon to get started. And that's where Beth and I met. And it's just wonderful to meet people who are also just really, there's everybody's sitting here. So as far as, their heart's in the right place and that kind of thing.
I feel the same way. I think this is a heart-led industry at its core. Like when you're going back decades, like it's very heart and passion led, and we don't want to lose sight of that. And that's why we want to encourage these, small players, these ancillary support services as they're trying to get in and get what do they say, get their piece of the cannabis brownie. We want to encourage it. Like that's what it's like. If you can keep that culture the same, you're welcome to join us at any time. Thank you for that, Austin. I'm going to move on to Alex D. Alex D, thank you for waiting so patiently. I want to hear all about your business.
Hi, thank you. This has been great, very informative so far. I'm Alexandria Davis, but everyone calls me Alex. Easter actually invited me here, so thank you, Easter. I am a CPA here in Florida, and I'm very new to the cannabis industry, other than just being around people who enjoy participating. And so as a CPA, I work with small business owners, and Easter mentioned that that's something that a lot of farmers and just business owners need are certified public accountants that can help them with their tax returns and bookkeeping and things like that. So she recommended that I join, and I'm here learning from you all. So thank you.
You're welcome, and we accounting services are so necessary. I know you accountants, and Deborah can speak to this as well. You guys really go hard this time of the year, and then all my accountant friends, like after around May, then you start seeing them. I'm on vacation, and they're traveling the world because they work so hard during tax season that they're just like lounging after they need a break. So
yes.
Buckle up for this tax season coming up, Alex. We're so glad to have you on.
For sure.
Definitely share information with Deborah because she's in Florida and supports accounting.
Perfect.
So,
I was going to say, Cheryl, you got the place in Jamaica, right? So when you're ready.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, definitely. So Jamaica is so awesome. I was actually just interviewed for an article. I don't know if my quote's going to make it in about the Jamaican cannabis industry, and there's this series of articles going on around now that there's a ganja shortage in Jamaica. So I'm going to make my Home Alone face about the ganja shortage in Jamaica, but we are so entwined with the Jamaican culture as Cannabizia. Anne Marie, she's the president. She's Jamaican. I'm Jamaican as well. We're going to plan a retreat for our e-board and our advisory board in Jamaica, and hey, everybody celebrate. But we're also going to do our incubator in Jamaica. So we have we're doing different types of experiences. So we're doing, it's all going to be 48 credit hours. So either you can do it, once a week, or you can do it on the weekend, or you can do it away for a week. So we'll over 6 days, we're going to pack 48 hours worth of activity, but you get to go to Jamaica, our home, with us. So Deborah, great call out. Always focused on going back to Yad and experiencing Jamaica. So thank you for that. Great to meet you, Alex. Moving on. So we've covered quite a few people. Not last and definitely not least, we got a few more to go, but Benjamin Bramlett, who blessed us last week with his presentation on hemp cultivation. I was taking notes like crazy, and I'm a hemp farmer, and I've been in this industry for 6 years now, and he has so much knowledge. And what I loved, and I told you this, Ben, last week Monday for our Cannabizia Cafe, is that they don't just look at, hey, the cannabis industry. They're like, no, phytomedicinals, indigenous medicines, that is at the heart of what they do. And they have a great e-board, very diverse team. So it was really an educational experience. That was live on Facebook. So you can go on the Cannabizia page, look for our last Cannabizia Cafe, and also on YouTube, and then you can watch that session. You don't want to miss it. It is great content. Really can help those of you who are on the fence or thinking about getting into the growing area. You'll learn a lot about how to set a company up right by watching Ben. So Ben, go ahead and introduce yourself beyond what I did.
Gosh, I don't know if I could even top that, Cheryl. Thank you. That was fantastic. And thanks to everybody who came out to Cannabizia Cafe last week and got to see our farm. I operate in a lot of different facets of the cannabis industry, especially on the production side. But the farm, by all means, is where my heart and passion really is. And so to be able to share that with everybody and to see the interest, it gives me chills thinking about it right now. So thank you all for coming out and listening to talk about our farm. But in case you missed it and you didn't get the whole 30-minute long spiel on it, my name's Ben Bramlett. I'm the vice president of operations at Sustainable CBD. We're a vertically integrated medicinal plant producer in Salem, Alabama. And so, like Cheryl alluded to, we do produce hemp and we process our own CBD from that and make our own products. But we also do turmeric and ginger. So you caught me at the right time. I'm glad you saved me because I was actually on my way back from the farm. We were running a little late this afternoon getting off because we're in the middle of harvesting our turmeric and ginger for this year. So we've been hard at it,
Anti-inflammatory all around.
That's right. Hey, and I'm telling you, it's nothing like harvesting a plant that's going to give you aches and pains and then be able to take the same plant to aid in relieving those aches and pains. So turmeric is a beast, but it's a whole lot of fun and we get it done. And I'll be making sure to rub some CBD cream on my back this afternoon after working. But yeah. I wanted to thank you guys at Cannabizia too. It's such a great community here. You've really brought, I feel like, a diverse group of people together who think we can all help each other out a little bit. And so I'm grateful to be here and to be a part of it. So thank you.
That's the goal. Thank you for getting it. That is the goal. That's why we're here. That's why we continue to do our 4 standard events a month. And it's amazing how it's growing, and it's amazing the quality of people with good intentions that we've been able to pull together. So thank you again, Ben, for not counting it robbery to share some of your internal operations with us and with our audience and with our membership. We really appreciate that. So I'm going to move on to Shavana. You've been patiently waiting, Shavana. We'd love to hear more about you and what you're up to and how you help all of us and everything.
Hi everyone, my name is Siobhan Dumais. I'm pretty new to Cannabizia, honestly. I'm one of the marketing and PR associates for the company, so you probably not know me from founding, but I've been here since January and it's been great seeing you all and your efforts in the cannabis industry. Honestly, I'm learning a lot myself because I didn't know much about medical marijuana, just mostly what people do with it illegally. So it's really eye-opening for me, and to see how many people are like committed to this and advocating for it, and seeing how large of like you all basically family and you're all helping each other out. So it's really great to see the interactions.
I love it, and we're so glad to have you. Yes, as mentioned, you joined Cannabizia team in January. You haven't stopped since then. Thank you for everything you do to make sure that we're everywhere we need to be and that we have consistent messaging with our marketing. And we love you. Thank you so much. Blessings upon blessings. And moving on to Darren, and then we're going to close out with Mary Rayburn, who is our dynamic, awesome director of operations. So Darren, you want to share a little bit about your biz? I don't know if Darren, are you able to come off mute? I'm gonna skip to Mary and see if Darren will come off mute. We can go back to him, and of course we don't want to miss the drink of the night with Mary Lou and some really cool updates that she has. So Mary, are you there? Our director of operation extraordinaire. She might have stepped away. She's operating on something Cannabisiac right now. So Mary Lou, did I miss anybody? I think I did a full round table. I'm gonna hand over to Mary Lou so she can share with us the drink of the night, Cannabisiac drink of the night.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Cheryl. She is so awesome. I love to hear her speak and talk. She's so passionate about what she does. So I'm so happy to be here today. And I was a little challenged today because, it's so much going on in the month of February. We got Black History Month. We got Valentine's Day. We got also National Margarita Day as well. So I was just torn. But because Beth and we had that great cannabis cafe last week, I was kind of like, okay, you know what? I have been challenged. So I have a great drink that is dealing with turmeric, right? And Benjamin talked a little bit about it, and I did some research, and I just kind of just put some things together, and I think that is going to add a great drink. So since it is Margarita Month, National Margarita Month this month, I decided to call it Canarita. We're going to, what I did is that it's just like a regular margarita, but it's actually took it up to the next level. I added a few things. So what I did was, you also know that I love for us to have the right tools. So I might have to stop sharing my screen, but here is my margarita glass. And what I did was I rimmed it with ground turmeric, chili powder, and a little bit of coarse salt. Okay, so for those of you who don't like salt on their margaritas, or what I call Rita or Canarita, I want you to use sugar if you want to, but you can still use the turmeric, and you can still use the chili powder just to give it a little kick, a little Cannabizia kick. And I put it on the rim of my margarita glass, right? So our margarita for today, our Canarita for today, is that it's going to be some organic sugar, water, and turmeric. So what I did was I made my own simple syrup. Yes, I made my own simple syrup. You don't have to do it. You can get it in the stores or whatever. So what I did was put some organic sugar, some water together, and some turmeric, and I mixed it into a boiling water, and I boiled it, and I made my own simple syrup. Now, the tequila that you can use any tequila that you desire to use. You can use your Casamigos. You can use your gold tequila. You can use your silver tequila. You can use your Patron, anything you desire to use. But when you use it, it's going to be 1 ounce of tequila. Now for me, because I'm with Cannabizia, I always take it up a notch, so of course I'm going to have like 2 ounces. And it depends on the day, it might be an extra one, but that's just me. You're going to also add 1 ounce of triple sec and some fresh orange juice as well. And you're going to add the simple syrup also into your shaker. I have my shaker here. And the best thing to do with these great margaritas, and also for Valentine's Day, is also an extra way for you to get together with your mate and your significant other and sit there and sip on a nice margarita while you are enjoying yourself. Now, I'm adding turmeric, and I add a little bit of chili powder, so it's going to take it up a couple of notches. So if you don't really care too much for the spiciness, you might want to just bring it back a notch. But we here at Cannabizia, we always take it up a extra notch. So I'm going to shake my shaker here. And also remember, with your drinks, I always like to have extra accessories. So you can accessorize with a nice orange slice. Some people you can do pineapple slices, but you can go ahead and just do a nice orange slice. Basically, that's what I like to do. And I'm just going to pour it into my drink here. And the view right now is that it's going to be a nice margarita, nice spicy margarita, Canarita, what do I call it, with turmeric, chili pepper, and coarse salt on the rim. Everything else in the inside is all set to go. So yes, Beth, I was challenged. Ben, I was challenged to figure out how I'm going to put this turmeric into my drinks today, but I found a way, and I'm excited about it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, happy Black History Month. Have a great Valentine's Day, and then you'll be seeing me back again for our events in our Member of the Month.
And I love the fact that it's citrusy too. So it's a little spice, a little citrus, and you got your turmeric for anti-inflammatory. So if your feet are swollen, man, then it's all right. But wouldn't you rather have a turmeric margarita. What is it? A can of margarita?
A canarita.
A canarita. So tomato
Yeah.
canarita. Awesome, awesome, Mary Lou. Thank you for that recipe. We'll go ahead and make sure that recipe goes on our Facebook page as well, so that
Yeah.
you can share and experience the drink. So
Yeah.
we did have Mariela join from all the way from Puerto Rico. Mariela, are you in Puerto Rico or are you in Miami today?
I'm in Puerto Rico.
Yay! All right.
So
Well,
I'm actually an hour ahead of you guys.
Oh, got you, got you. How's the baby?
Oh, running around. That's what kept me. It's dinner time around here now.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're not going to keep you, but we would love for everybody watching to meet you and learn more about your business, your cannabis. So Mariela is one of our loyal audience members, but she's also one of our loyal members, and she was also the member of the month for the month of December. So we definitely want to give her an opportunity to talk about all the great stuff she has planned for the Puerto Rican market.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mariela with Rosebud Cannabis. I am so happy that we finally got the green light for our bud garden, which is going to be a facility that is going to allow medical cannabis patients here on the island and also those that are going to be visiting to consume their cannabis. One of the great things about Puerto Rico that makes them unique is that they allow patients that are validly registered in their state to come out and visit. But one of the problems that they were still having was that they had nowhere to consume. So we're hoping that this is going to allow an expansion in a different sector within the industry, and also pushing for a consumption bill that will ultimately lead to an adult use. And our whole goal and vision is that this is going to help bring more jobs into the industry and create more revenue and just help Puerto Rico get back on its feet, especially with all these executive orders that had all these small businesses shut down for such a long time. A lot of them are having such a difficult time coming back. So we had the honor to sit down with our mayor of our city, and he extended his support to unite the small businesses within our city so that we can have more tourists visit what's the west side of the island versus the metro area that everyone knows, which is the San Juan area. And we're hoping to get more events. We're partnering up with the local hospital to get more information and reach those senior citizens that are looking for alternative medicines, but they don't have the resources for the telecommunications to have like the patient consultation. So we're hoping to get in there within the community just to reach more people, and also to help those that are visiting create more of a space and more activities and different things to do. So we're doing a lot of things here. We're really excited. We're hoping to partner up with different people and ultimately just lead to more and bigger things.
Well, that's really exciting. I love that it's like canna tourism, it's patient advocacy. It's all rolled into one, and you're very welcoming of people from other markets. Like when you're on medication, if you go on a trip, your need for medication does not disappear. And I think we're going to get there with this new Congress. Yay! Elections, everybody's optimistic about this new Congress that we have, the new president, new vice president, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. So excited about what it can mean for the industry. Like one of the things we're looking forward to is the fact that it's possible for these multi-state operators to centralize their cultivation and how they get their resources and how they provide cannabis, and then pump out to the different states where they operate, where they've won licenses. That's something that's possible. It's just that we've been kind of brainwashed to think that, no, you have to sequester cannabis in states, in individual states. No, anything's possible. We want to, design a landscape that works best for patients, works best for adults who participate in the adult use market. So exciting times ahead of us. And Marielle, thank you for that update of what's going on in Puerto Rico. I think my flight would be, how far away am I from you? Like an hour?
You guys are 2 hours away.
2 hours.
It's like
So
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours I can be in Puerto Rico on the beach with Mariella, indulging. So consume.
Definitely. I mean, my mom just flew back. She actually left today. She went back into Miami, and she was like, I already missed the waves. I already missed the sun. It's different out here. It's definitely island living. So, and it's a great getaway.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to it. I've been, yeah, I already told you I've been to Puerto Rico a number of times. Always had a great time there. I used to take the bus when it was 25 cents for a bus ride in Puerto Rico. I'm sure it's a lot more than that right now. I'm aging myself.
I actually haven't even seen buses. So
what?
we definitely, they need a lot of help. So I'm
Yes.
really hoping that this is going to give it that push.
Definitely.
It's going to get more people in, and then it's going to create all those different sectors. But definitely we want people to come and enjoy the beaches.
Well, President Biden, I think he released some of the relief funds that were being kept by the United States for Puerto Rico. So that's a step in the right direction. You will see us soon. There's no reason why we can't take the gang out to Puerto Rico. Darren, I saw that you were able to write something in chat. Are you able to go off mute so we can learn more about what you're doing? Or are you having an audio problem, or are you able to come off mute? Okay, it doesn't seem like Darren can come off mute, so I'm going to read what he wrote in the chat. He said, I definitely love the information and conversation that everyone has displayed this evening. Well, so thank you so much, Darren. We appreciate you. Mary, I see that you're there. Are you able to come off mute now? Are you in the middle of something? All right, well, we'll hear from Mary. She is definitely, the good news is with Cannabizia, we have so many events that you'll be able to hang out and talk to Mary next week. Next week, we have a really great event planned. It is Black History Month themed. We have, for Cannabizia University, we have Melba Pearson Esquire. She's a good friend of mine. She's a passionate activist. She was the deputy director for the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union. They do a lot of advocacy work. They've helped a lot of people who've had these cases for cannabis. So she was the deputy director for Florida, and she's continuing her great work, and she is working at FIU. I'm an FIU alum, so I'm super excited about that, at their Center for the Administration of Justice. Just in that name, you should understand the magnitude of the importance of the work that she's doing. One area of focus for her has been prosecutorial performance indicators. So really reassessing, how are we rewarding our prosecutors? You can't get promoted unless you put more people in jail. You know, are you promoted based on convictions? Are you promoted based on the length of sentences you're able to get for people? This is not a game. This people's lives are hanging, and people's freedom are hanging in the balance. So she's doing amazing work. I mean, she's done the job. So prosecutors and state attorneys are open to listening to her. And if you don't want to miss this session next week, Wednesday at 12 noon, so we can all learn what we can do in order to remedy the war on drugs and some of these wrongfully convicted individuals. So super excited about that. So you'll get to meet the Cannabizia gang again. Anne-Marie should be there. She's our president, our fearless leader. And we also have our book of the month. Book of the month is Irv Rosenfeld. He is one of the last remaining federal patients who receives a canister of pre-rolled marijuana every single month from the federal government. So he's been getting this for decades, and he'll tell us all about that journey. He'll tell us about how he got stopped in the airport, how he's been stopped in his car, almost arrested, because nobody knew this program even existed. So he's a great guy, strong advocate. He's also on the board of Patients Out of Time. We had Mary Lynn Mather on a couple months ago, and she spoke about Patients Out of Time, which is one of the oldest advocacy organizations giving CMEs for nurses. So we want to support Patients Out of Time. This weekend, they're actually going to have their 25th anniversary, and Herb is on the board. So a lot of great stuff we have for you at Cannabizia. I'll let Mary Lou talk about, share some information. And she may have been wanting to share about events. I think I may have stole a little of her thunder, but there's more. Mary Lou.
No, you could not steal my thunder, Cheryl. I was so happy that you did it. You did an amazing job. You slid
Thank
right in
you.
there. Good, great home. I'm just going to talk a little bit about our membership.
Awesome.
Cannabizia, you can sign up for our membership at www.cannabizia.com. And our membership is as low as $20 per month. It's our gold package. It comes with welcome kits, your digital newsletter, discount to networking and training events for our paid events. Listen, you can get an amazing discount, and you can slide right into our paid events and get to hear all of the great things, like all of our great events that we have going on. We have another membership that's Emerald. It's $50 per month. Listen, you can get, it's a whole package for that. Also, our Jade, which is $100 a month. It includes everything with the Emerald plus our quality social media packages, unlimited, did I say unlimited Cannabizia University. You're gonna want to be a part of that. So those are some of our memberships that we also have. Cheryl's gonna talk a little bit more about our accelerator and our incubator program. There's so much more that's going on. We also have the member of the month. His name, and he's actually not on the.
He's not on tonight, Michael Knight.
But I'm going to share my screen for everybody to see.
Please, and it's an accounting night, so he's the third accountant who's a member of Cannabizia doing amazing things. So sorry, go ahead, Mary Lou.
No, the member spotlight of the month is Michael Knight, founder of the Hemp Accountant. He was actually on our on the Hemp, the Cannabiz Cafe, and he's usually on the call. So we're spotlighting him today, and we're so happy that he's a member of our member of our month this in the month of February.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mary Lou. And thank you for talking about membership. As you can hear, there's a lot of value in our membership. Our membership starts for as little as $20 per month. And, we want you to join us so that you can take advantage of all these networking opportunities. I gave you a little highlight of our incubator. Stay tuned for more to come. Look out in the next week for our video of our leading legends, people in the cannabis industry. Black Americans in the cannabis industry that we wanted to recognize for all their hard work. I want to tell you, because these are people who are near and dear to my heart, but I'm gonna let the marketing team do their thing. I'm not gonna steal the thunder of the marketing team, because they put a lot of work in the videos and things like that. So at this point, I think we've gotten to a point where we can close. Any other thoughts from our members and audience members who are participating in the Zoom?
Hey, Cheryl, I just want to be a reminder, in the chat, we have a survey for us to let us know how you're enjoying the event and what you think about the event, or any other your inputs. So it's in the chat. If you can take the opportunity to do our event survey, we really appreciate it.
Awesome, really appreciate that, and we're going to give some stuff away tonight. So I know you have a swag bag to give away, don't you?
Yeah, we have a swag bag to give away. It's going to be for those ones that are actually are non-members. You can get a free ticket to our paid event, and the ones who are our members will receive a swag gift. It's usually a mug, or we have a t-shirt. We have a whole bunch of things that we have that we can actually give out. You don't get all of that, but you get one of those things. And the person that I draw was Austin. That's the person that I drew.
Awesome. Enjoy your swag bag. That is really good. See, you show up and then you win stuff. So you get like a Cannabizia t-shirt and all kinds of cool stuff. Beth usually wears her Cannabizia t-shirt all the time, so I see her on these. But thank thank you so much for that. Showing off some of your swag from Cannabizia. Awesome. I love you,
Awesome.
love you, love you, love you.
Austin, put your information in the chat so we can send you
Please.
your swag.
And Mary Lou, is the survey link in the chat, and we'll put it on.
Yes, I've been putting it on the chat. I don't know if anyone sees it. I keep putting it on.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but we'll go ahead and send that out to you.
Okay.
Everyone who attended, everyone who registered, we'll go ahead and send that out. Again, thank you for joining us today. We're not going to take any more of your time. We will see you next Wednesday at noon for our lunchtime Cannabizia University with Melba Pearson Esquire, talking about social justice, criminal justice reform. Super excited about that. So you guys have a great week. We're a phone call away. Go on www.cannabiziac.com to look at our membership. Go on www.cannabiziac.com/events to sign up for the rest of our events this month as well as next month. All right, take care, guys.
Have a great one.